This is Tony's hand on the wall exercise, named after Tony Thatcher, a great friend and colleague, choreographer and Alexander teacher who used to teach this exercise. And it's it can be a relatively heavy exercise, so if you feel it's a bit too much, do take a break, take it easy. If you would get dizzy during this exercise, sit down, take a break before trying again. Having said that, for this exercise we need a wall, and we're going to be standing during this exercise, and I like to be standing in such a way that the front of the feet are touching, the heels are slightly apart, my feet are spreading, and it helps me keep my balance and prevent me from leaning into or away from the wall during this exercise. If you don't find this comfortable, you can also stand with your feet sort of hip width apart. To start this exercise, we're going to be putting our hands on our pelvis, and we're going to be standing with our side to the wall, and if the tip of the elbow is just touching the wall, then you're at the right distance away from the wall. And then you can release the outside arm, and the wall side arm can flip onto the wall, and it can gradually slide up against the wall, and as it slides up, the hand turns over so that the palm of the hand is resting against the wall. Ideally, the hand ends up somewhere above and in front of your head, but find the position, the height and the placement that is comfortable for you. First of all, we're really going to be focusing on softening that hand against the wall. So we're going to think of spreading the whole of the hand against the wall. We're thinking of softening the little finger against the wall, softening the ring finger against the wall, the middle finger, the index finger, the thumb. The whole base of the thumb can soften against the wall. The whole base of the hand can soften against the wall. The whole palm spreading and softening against the wall. So there's no need to press it into the wall, to push it into the wall, just very softly having that contact of the whole of the hand against the wall. At the same time though, we're going to ask the elbow to fall away from that hand. So we're asking the elbow to fall away from the hand, asking the shoulder to fall away from the elbow. So we're softening the hand against the wall, we're asking the elbow to fall away from the hand, and we're asking the shoulder to fall away from the elbow, so that the weight can fall through you and fall through to the floor, through both feet, where you're balanced on the floor, and in such a way that you're balanced, you're coming up from those feet, and you're balanced here with the head resting at the top of the spine. You're looking out, aware of the space around you. Make sure that you're not either leaning into the wall or leaning away from the wall, so you're maintaining that balance above both feet. And again, asking for the softening of the hand onto the wall, the whole of the palm spreading, staying with the wall, but asking the elbow to fall away from the hand, asking the shoulder to fall away from the elbow. And at some point, it's nice to look into the room, and as you're looking into the room, to allow your whole trunk to open up a little bit towards the room, so that there can be a little extra opening here across the front of the shoulder, the front of the chest. And still softening the hand on the wall, elbow falling away from the hand, shoulder falling away from the elbow, weight falling through to both feet on the floor, and from there we're bouncing upwards, head resting on top of the spine. And then we're going to be looking at the wall this time. So we're looking at the wall, maybe slightly behind us. So again, our whole trunk can rotate a little bit, opening up the back of the shoulder a little bit more. So also the back of the shoulder is opening a bit more. The hand, we're still asking that to soften, to spread onto the wall. The elbow to fall away from the hand, shoulder to fall away from the elbow, and the weight dropping through to the floor. And at some point this might become heavy, it might start tingling a bit, or it might feel buzzy. That's all fine. If it's too much, take a break, and otherwise just rather than holding on and sticking your arm up against the wall, see if you can refresh those thoughts a few more times. So softening the whole of the hand, the whole of the palm, the fingers against the wall, while the elbow is falling away from the hand, the shoulder is falling away from the elbow, the weight is falling through to the floor, you're bouncing upwards from those feet, and the head resting on top of the spine, your attention out, you're aware of the whole of the space around you. And at some point then it definitely is enough, so then you can allow the elbow to fall away from the hand, but this time bring the hand with you. So the hand sliding down the wall, and just before releasing it from the wall, when just the thumb and the index finger are still touching the wall, just think once more, but this time upside down. The hand is there on the wall. My elbow is floating away from the hand. Shoulder is floating away from the elbow. And then release the arm and just take a little walk around the space. And notice the feeling, the difference between the one shoulder and the other, the one arm and the other. And this exercise, Tony's hand on the wall, is a great exercise both to get all sorts of stretches and releases through that arm physically, but because it asks you to focus on the thinking, it really requires a mental focus as well. And that makes it a great, it's a great showcase of what the combination of thinking and movement can do. And it makes it a great thing to do, great preparation for playing for a concert, for an audition. And you really want to focus and warm up at the same time. Tony's hand on the wall. Obviously after this you want to do the same thing on the other side, but I'll leave that up to you.